What's going on, everybody? This is frenzyrumble of www.frenzyrumble.com. I'm going to do a quick review on a figure which I just received in the mail about 10 minutes ago, and I figured I'd take a break from my mess that's going on here um, to actually just show him off, show what he could do. So as you can see, it is the Shadow Warrior, um, made by PerfectEffect. I've actually got two of them. Really cool little guy. The plastic is a little bit on the soft side. Um, However, that's nice. It's kind of like a um, fans project type of a plastic. It doesn't really have that sheen to it like Hasbro's or Takara's plastic will have. But this is the guy here. This is the Shadow Warrior, PE01. You could call him Rumble. You could call him Frenzy. He's got some great articulation in him and some great detail, as you can see. His head does rotate, and because there is a pin that holds in place for the transformation, it can look up and downwards a little bit. Both of the shoulders are on ball joints, which is really nice. Pretty tight. The elbows are also on ball joints, giving him full articulation on his lower arm. You can see that there. His waist is articulated, so you can turn him at the waist. His hips are both on ball joints, which is nice, as well as the knees. And his feet are also on ball joints. So for a figure this big, very impressive. Let me just give you a little measurement here. He is approximately 2.5 inches tall, which is about 6 centimeters tall. Really cool little guy. Here's his instruction pamphlet. Pretty tricky first time through. The diagrams are really small, but he does form into a weapon. So I got the second one here as the weapon. And as you can see, I have a Shadow Commander here. And there's a peg on the back. We'll go into the transformation in a moment. But the peg actually goes into the shoulder of the Shadow fan projects. And this guy has the same problem as the other, but there is a peg, and it does go into his shoulder. And I've had the same problem earlier. It seems to just pop right out, so it might need a little bit of refining. That's a little bit of a heads up for anybody interested in getting this guy. So he does also, now let's get into some of the accessories here. He comes with two of his little rocket guns, which, you know, just like the G1 figure, they go into his hands. And they go into his hands, or they could go on his back. I kind of like him on the back. Got one for each side. He also comes with a little pistol. Now the pistol is cool because it doesn't fit in the hand. Now it should, but it kind of wedges in there. It's really tight, but cool little figure. Now, in order to transform him, basically, you take off his things on the back. You take the head, flip it around 180 degrees, pop it into his chest cavity. That reveals a little peg on the back. This peg is what's used for either to mount onto the shoulder of the city commander, or whatever you want to call it, or it actually, his pistol clips into that, like so. You can see that. And when he's in his when he's in his alt mode, his weapon mode, this will clip in the back there somehow. Well, it does. And that would be used for the city commander holding him as a gun. So if you kind of could get that idea, pretend that peg's there, he would, fit him right there. Go back to transformation. The arms need to be straight, perfectly down. Oh, let me show you his pile drivers real quick. I forgot those. The pile drivers are linked together using female and male connectors on the inside. They slide out from each other. These actually plug into the back of his arms, his forearms. There is a small peg right here, which pops right into his forearm. So he's got 2 of those guys, which is pretty cool. And so, you know, he could be posed to pile drive, whatever. Really cool little scale and everything. So those basically, in order to transform him, you put these back together. Slide these 2 pieces together. And then these go, you know, his arms straight down. And this piece goes on his, up to his head. Let me flip this around again. So there's 2 little notches there. This is kind of tricky too. And then this piece slides right onto his chest, like, or onto his shoulders, like so. Next, you can rotate his waist all the way around, and basically fold up his legs towards there, and pop the these 2 legs snap together. There's a male and female connector in there. They snap together, and that's pretty much it. So that's his alt mode, and there's the handle. It's stuck in that time. So then that would go there. You can see what that looks like on his as a gun. And then the second one I'm gonna put up here on his shoulder, but it's gonna pop right out. Yeah. Yes, I don't know what's the deal with that little peg. It doesn't fit in there too well. This is an original Fans Project City Shadow Commander set, so you know, use your discretion when you order these. But it is a pretty cool little guy, and be sure to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.